Welcome to Tuscaloosa Metro Animal Shelter. My name is Thomas. I'm the Office and Programs Manager, and I'll be giving you guys a quick tour of the shelter today. So this is the lobby of the shelter. It's really the heart of what we do here. If you're looking to adopt, foster, or volunteer, or even participate in our dog walking program, which we call Happy Hour, this is the place you're going to come to do it. So this is our adoption office. When somebody's looking to adopt, this is where our adoption counselors will be. We actually have 2 different adoption rooms. So if you want to see an animal, you'll go into one of either this room or that room, so you can spend some time with them, see how they do with you, whether or not you think they're going to fit your family. Fun fact, we actually do over 2,000 animal adoptions each year. So if you're looking to foster or volunteer, this is actually the office where you're going to go to. Our foster coordinator has her office in here, and our volunteer coordinator also has her office in here. With fostering, if you're not looking to adopt right now, fostering is actually a wonderful way, especially if you have space in your home and you want to help out. It's a great way to help an animal and to help a shelter. Fostering is important because the shelter is stressful, and we get a lot of injured and a lot of sick animals in. And when you're sick, if you're in a stressful environment, that's going to impact you being able to heal better. So being able to get the animals into a foster home, it helps the sick ones get better. It helps some with behavior issues, learn what it's like to be in a home environment. So fostering is a really great way you can help out the shelter. Volunteering, we love our volunteers. Our volunteers come to the shelter and they help out a lot. They help out, with stuff that our staff gets overwhelmed with, like doing dishes or laundry, but they also help walk dogs in the shelter. They help us train dogs. They help socialize cats and kittens and puppies. So volunteering is also a great way to help out the shelter. And if you want to volunteer or foster, this is where you're going to do it. So if you do decide to volunteer, or if you want to participate in our Happy Hour program, this is actually the area where you'll come. For our volunteer program and our Happy Hour program, you're going to need to sign in at this kiosk here, and then you'll check out an animal with the receptionist if you decide to do Happy Hour. If you're volunteering, you'll go to your assigned area, wherever the volunteer coordinator has you going that day. So we actually have 2 different buildings, and I'm going to walk you real quick. This is building 1, and I'm going to walk you to our kennel area in building 1. So this is our cat room. This is where any cats that are available adoption, they will come. As you can see right now, we don't have very many cats because our adoptions are going really well with cats. But when you're looking for a cat, this is actually the area you'll come in. If you're interested in volunteering with cats, this is the area you'll come, and you can participate in enrichment by giving the cats treats and toys and playing with them. And this is our free roaming cat room. So in this room, we allow up to about 5 cats, and we don't have cages in here, so they're allowed to run around free. Hence the name Free Roaming Cat Room. But this is really great for cats because it allows them, they're not confined into a cage. It's especially good for cats that are a little bit more timid. There's plenty of hiding places, areas they can climb up in. Cats actually feel more comfortable when they have a high perch to be on. So this is really great for the cats. And if you're volunteering at the shelter, a lot of our volunteers, they love to come in here and they love to play with the cats, like this cute little guy, right? All right, so now I'm going to take you guys to building 2. Building 2 is actually where we have our other set of kennels where we keep a lot of animals. We also have our intake lobby, our intake exam rooms. That's where animals that come in, whether it's from animal control or maybe somebody in the public, they just found an animal running loose and they bring it to us. And that's where we evaluate them, we process them, we treat them for any minor medical issues, and we get them settled into the shelter. We're heading into our kennel area now. Now the first thing that I'll mention is that we always ask that people not stick their fingers in the cages. This is mainly for safety. When you walk by the cages, the animals get excited, and sometimes if you stick your finger in there when they're excited, they can nip at you. So when you're looking at the cages, you can see these cards here. These cards have a little bit of information about the animals, their weight, their estimated age, a little bit of details about them. If you're interested in adopting, definitely make sure you note the cage numbers, which are located on top. And when you see one that you want a little bit more information on, or if maybe you want to get it out of the cage, we can get a staff member to help you. You just go back up to the main lobby, and speak with the receptionist. You'll also notice that we have, for the animals that are available to go out for happy hour, they're actually signs on the cages that say "Take me out for happy hour." So if you're participating in our happy hour program, any cage that has that on it, that animal should be available for happy hour. All right, so this is our dish and cleaning area. This is where staff members and volunteers, they can really help out by, cleaning and disinfecting the dishes, cleaning and disinfecting the litter boxes. So this is our grooming room. This is actually where we come and we do grooming for the animals in the shelter. As you can see right now, a couple of our staff members are actually finished bathing this puppy and they're now drying him off. So this is our garage area. This is actually where animals will come in when animal control brings them in from our back of the shelter. It's also where we keep all the cats that get brought in that are strays. It's also where we keep feral cats. With feral cats, we actually partner with a local organization called TSNP. And what we do with the feral cats is there's feral cat colonies that TSNP helps to manage in the community. Once the cats have been here 7 days and we know that there's no potential for an owner, then TSNP will come get them. We'll take them to a local vet clinic, get them fixed, get their ears tipped, and they get released back out into local colonies. And with this makes sure that we lower the stray cat and feral cat population in the community, because cats are drawn to food sources, but they're also protective. So it keeps cats from multiplying because the animals are fixed in the community. So this is our intake lobby. This is where individuals who are interested in turning in their animal, whether or not they're suffering or they're having a difficult time right now, and they want to surrender the animal to us, or maybe they just found an animal running loose and they want to bring it to us. This is the side of our building that people will do that in. It's also where animal control will come in. They'll come in through our garage area and they'll come in here to make sure they give us the information for the animals that they picked up. And just next to the intake lobby is actually our evaluation room. This is where animals will come in, we give them their basic vaccinations, and doing that helps prevent the spread of disease in the shelter. We also evaluate them, see if they have medical needs, and if they do, we send them to local veterinarians. We'll also make sure, have feeding plans for ones that come in skinny. Just the animals come here and get evaluated, and we see what their needs are, and we make sure we try to meet them in the shelter once they get processed. So this is actually our laundry room. This is where volunteers will come and they can help us do laundry. I can tell you one thing that we go through a lot of at the shelter are blankets and towels and dog beds. So laundry is a big way that volunteers can help us here by helping us do some of the laundry here to free up our staff to help with the animals. So this is actually our backyard area. This is where, if you're interested in adopting an animal and you want to play with it to see how it is, this is where you'll come. It's also where volunteers will bring animals, to socialize them, to play with them, but also where they can take them out and train them a little bit. What's really great about our yards is we have these really wonderful in-ground pools that an Eagle Scout made for us. And when it gets a little bit warmer, we'll take the covers off, and the dogs that come back here to play, they'll have a pool to jump and play in. All right, so the last thing I'm going to talk to you guys about is MARV, which stands for our Mobile Adoption and Rescue Vehicle, hence MARV. It's really great for us. We can actually take MARV around the community to different pet stores and different businesses where we'll have animals available for adoption. But another great way that we use MARV is we use MARV to take animals to our rescue partners in states up north. And on any given year, we can transport anywhere between 600 and 1,000 animals using MARV. All right, thanks guys for coming down and visiting the shelter today. I hope that seeing some of the things that we do here, some of the things that you can potentially do here, will encourage you to come down to the shelter, whether it's to adopt an animal or foster an animal or even just volunteer with us. We'll appreciate any help we can get, and we certainly would love to have you as part of our life-saving programs.